Welcome back, adventurers! I am at Nambe Falls in New Mexico and about to take this really cool hike to a waterfall. There are two trails. We're gonna check out one of the trails first, see if we like it, and then check out the other one, maybe, depending on how good the view is. So we have our trusty hiking stick, camera, some walking shoes, and we're off. Coming out here is $15 a car, and there's a lake, the waterfall, and a campground area. You do have primitive camping, so I'm gonna check that out, of course. But yeah, two trails just to the waterfall itself. Scenic overlook, but really, stairs? You remember the last waterfall we went to and we had stairs? This can't be near as bad. I could hear the water. I don't see it yet though. Just saw some people. They were taking a break. They said it's a good ways up here. Here we go. Almost there. Yeah. Look at this. Woo! On my way. On my way. So we made it to the waterfall. It was a cool hike. This is as close as you can get. But if we zoom in, it's really, really cool. And down there is where the lower path we think goes. Got my hiking stick back going, and now the fun part, down. I always like down better, but sometimes down is a little bit more crazy looking because you actually see what you came up. And while it doesn't take as long, sometimes you see the edge. Down, down we go, down the mountaintop. This is really fun, but don't ever trip because you'll stop. Way down there, that's not fun, no. The rocks aren't that slippery as of right now on this particular trail. Some of the trails I've been on, I would never attempt to talk to you guys while I'm walking on. Like I said, it's kind of steep going down. A lot of bumpy rocks, big rocks, but yeah, it's been a good hike. Great hike. So I'm really confused on most hiking trails as to why when you come down, there's always this huge step down, and it never feels like that big of a step up. But it feels extra huge going down. Ugh. You see that? Big. Ugh. So that was the Overlook Trail. Campground's this way. I think we're gonna drive over there instead though to check that out. And look at this cool bridge. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, so I said I didn't have my water shoes and I didn't want to go to the lower one, and then we saw some people on the way down and they said that the path was nice. So guess what? We're gonna go on the other side too, so that way we can see both sides of the waterfall trail to at least know what it is, because, well, I'm a sucker for a hike and this path looks nice and wide, so why not? So here we go. So this trail is clearly going to be the peaceful one that follows the water. It's absolutely amazing to see this. And there's some really cool pink plants that are in the water. I'm not sure why they're pink. I don't know if it's a mineral or if it's the plant itself, but it's really neat. I could sit here for a while. Okay, we got to the part where you get to cross the water. There's 3 options. We can stop and go back. We can go across these little stones, which I don't know if that's gonna work, but we could try. Or we can do some light rock scrambling over this lovely wall, which we don't know what the other side looks like. Which one should we go? Choice 1? That way. Choice 2? This way. Choice 3. Chose to take the rocks, and it wasn't that bad actually. It wasn't slippery. Made sure with my walking stick first that they weren't gonna move, and boy was it worth it. Look at that. Check out this view. I will say the path narrows a bit after you pass the weird rock mountain decision. That's what we'll call it, with the 3 choices. But it gets you closer and closer to the water. So that's kind of cool. It's just a really beautiful day today. Even though it rained last night, it's not too wet out here. Alas, our second impasse. The path narrows and narrows and narrows until it becomes a little goat path. So, bah! Goats we are today. Goats we are. We got past the goat path and it's a little cave. I'm not going in there though. No. We aren't spelunkers today. Not feeling that brave. Keep going. So many weird trees. Well, we have gotten to our final impasse. The one that we cannot overcome because we do not have our hiking boots on, and we do not have our water shoes on. See that little opening right over there? That's where we could walk if we had those things, but because we do not, the trail ends here. But oh, what a pretty way for the trail to end. We're in the middle of this wonderful mountain. You can see the dam up here. If you look real careful, you can see where the water shoots out. We've seen this beautiful river, and I can be confident and happy with how this has gone, because yeah, there's no way we can get down there without getting in the water. But it's pretty. So I guess let's turn back. I guess this would be a good time to address the 2 trails and kind of what I thought about them in way of difficulty, because people always ask me, well, was it hard? Was it easy? What was difficult? Well, the first one by far was the more difficult of the 2 because it climbs and the altitude gets a little higher, a little bit more steep, and there is that drop off. So it's a little intimidating, but by no means would I think that it's strenuous. I'd probably say it's, well, if you're an experienced hiker, easy. Otherwise, it's moderate. This one, I would say the path itself is pretty easy, minus those 2 little obstacles. Those 2 make it a little bit of a challenge, so I'd have to throw it into moderate just for those. Not because the path itself is hard, because, I mean, look, it's flat. It's just because you have to balance a little bit, and for some people that's a little difficult. So I'd say both are moderate for totally different reasons. Again, you're climbing much more on the overlook. your view is of the whole waterfall. And on the bottom one, you have the river view, which is beautiful, but without those water shoes, you're not seeing the actual waterfall itself. So, back to the car we go. I didn't sign up for that. I'm out. Tarantulas, I draw the line. So, bye. Bye, guys. See you guys next time. Bye.